So last week I had my progress report, obviously for my therapy, and it's kind of taken me like a week to kind of get my head around what was said. Um, for the first time, they actually sat me down and spoke diagnostically to me, and basically after the sort of 10 months of not getting used to me, of getting to know me, um, they've kind of come to a conclusion that I, I suffer chronic psychosis in the schizophrenia spectrum, and there's a deterioration in my social functioning, which I've got to kind of really work at, they said, to make sure I don't lose. Um, so obviously because of that, you've got the referral to the psychosis service. Um, so I don't know when that's going to happen, but I kind of don't know what's going to happen as a result, because I don't know if it's going to stop my therapy where I am and I have to do something elsewhere, or if they're going to run the two alongside each other, or maybe wait till I finish this therapy and then start the next one after it. It's sort of, I don't know. And I brought it up in group yesterday about sort of, I can understand it on an intellectual level, but um, applying it to sort of my world, you know, just confused. Because, well, what they said was the problem is, because I've had it for so long, I don't really know what's real and what's not anymore, and that's sort of the problem. So it's kind of, they're kind of um, building my treatment on from there and seeing how and what I could get out of it, because this diagnosis might explain reasons why I'm having such difficulties in like the group, and trying to feel empathy to other people and stuff. But you know, I guess it's just a case of you know hanging around and till I know what's going to happen next, because it's just a waiting game, really. Yesterday, I had an appointment with the recovery centre. I was referred to them by my therapy place, and yeah, it's kind of, I don't know. It was kind of just sat there and told them, what goes on in my head again. Telling other people kind of what goes on, and it's kind of like, yeah, I spent all that time doing it, and they were like, well, this is a place where we treat people that are in crisis, so they don't go to hospital. And I was like, well, I'm not in crisis, so why did I get referred there if, I don't know. And it's sort of, she was asking me like, oh, you've got make a decision, what's your decision? And it's kind of like, I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm confused every day. And by just telling me, like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It's kind of like, just tell me what I want to do, because I don't know what's right and what's wrong and what I need, and I don't even understand. Like, she was like, do you understand why you've been sent here? And I was kind of like, well, I know it's something to do with, things I experience apparently not being true. And it's kind of like, I don't know what's real, what I'm meant to, you know, it's just go here, go there, you've got psychosis, you've got this, and I just, yeah, it's just, don't know. So they're going to call me back anyway, but, you know, if I do go there, I've got to commit to a minimum of 3 days a week on top of, like, my current therapy. So it's going to be like, I'll have therapy 5 days a week. So, I don't know, I guess we've got to go and wait and see what happens.